I gotta go.
Can I get your WeChat?
No.
I don't even know your name.
Well, too late. Wait, do you like girls who look homeless?
What? Of course not.
Then I have to go now.
Wait, let me add you on IG.
Nah.
We can be friends on Roblox.
The movie begins in a place long ago.
Where we meet a wealthy man and his daughter Cinderella. And this man spoiled her like it's Kim Jong-un and his daughter, but since his wife died, his stupid ass decided to marry again, thinking it'll help Cinderella. Because she already has 2 kids of her own. When Cinderella's dad died, what do you think's gonna happen? She turned Cinderella into her own personal slave. Marrying another woman who already has 2 kids for the sake of your own daughter is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, I'm sure the new mom is totally gonna favor Cinderella. Now, maybe I'm biased, but I've heard some nasty personal stories from people I know about, and they tell me how the stepmom treats them when the dad's not around, and let me tell you, stepmoms hating on their stepkids is a real thing. Anyway, Cinderella be talking to birds and other animals cause she has no friends. Hey, you homeless looking birds, you ready to clean out my poop? And we find out Cinderella's sleeping with literal rats in the same room. Putangina, all you bums do my chores. So despite being a slave to her stepmom and stepsisters, the rats and birds help make her bed, help her shower, clean her clothes, and shoes. Which means Cinderella got her own slaves too. But imagine sleeping with rats and showering with rat water. Like, how is Cinderella not sick? Or is she just immune to it because she's so used to it? So when Jack the rat says there's a new rat in the house, Cinderella pulls out a pink dress but is then corrected it's a he, so she pulls out a yellow shirt. But if this film was made in 2026, Cinderella putting that pink dress on the rat and the rat will be trans. Then we meet this new rat and he's been eating good.
This rat should be on Ozempic.
And why does Cinderella low-key kinda creepy looking from the cage?
Creepy, right?
And the rat starts waving like he just got elected. So Cinderella names his men can be pregnant ass Gus, then continues to go on about her day with her slave work. And wow, her place be looking nice as we're introduced to the stepmom's cat, Lucifer. Man, who the hell names a cat after the devil?
Come here, you little shit.
Kiss my ass.
I'll drown you, bitch.
Then we see some cat ass shakes and look at Cinderella, bro. Oh, she is fed up with his shit.
She is pissed. Who's a good boy? Yeah? Yeah, well you ain't shit.
Nah, but Cinderella likes the dog, so she's a dog person confirmed. Weird logic that all the animals in this film can somehow understand humans, but it's only the mice that can talk to Cinderella? Okay. So she tells the dog he needs to get along with the devil while Lucifer be acting smug.
There's great things about Lucifer. We can sell him to the Chinese if we're broke.
Then this manipulative ass purposely hurts the dog, and when the dog barks, he acts all hurt and plays victim, so the dog gotta sleep outside. Pretty accurate depiction of cats and dogs, how cats are smart and only care about themselves, and the dog is dumb but kind. Anyway, she continues her unpaid labor feeding chickens, and cause the rats gotta eat too, we find out they gotta risk their lives every single day from the cat just to get some food. Wait, why can't Cinderella just feed the rats in advance? Like, you're telling me the rats have to help Cinderella in every way, shape, or form, always helping her out, but that they gotta fight for their lives every single day just to get some breakfast? And the rats can talk to her as well, so why not just bring it up that they're risking their lives for some breakfast and just want some crumbs in advance?
Guess she don't give a shit about they rat asses. Have some food, you bums.
And of course, Gus being the fat ass that he is, that instead of taking just enough like the other rats that only took 2 pieces each, this rat takes 9, and if that's not enough, he tries taking 10.
You greedy piece of shit, no wonder you fat.
So Lucifer notices while this fat ass can't stop picking up food, not aware that it could be his last meal. And we get a Tom and Jerry type scene where the cat chases the rat but gets hurt in the process, and Gus gets trapped in a cup that's meant for the Chop sisters.
And the slave continues her slave walk. Slave! Coming, ho. Good morning, ho. You better iron my clothes properly or I'ma burn you, slave.
So in every room she enters, Cinderella gets ordered around to do the ironing, the mending, and the laundry.
You don't see that. Whoa. I want my mommy. No more food for you.
Now, Cinderella, knowing it's Gus's fault, she doesn't blame him whatsoever and saves him again instead. And look at these stepsisters. They're genuinely happy seeing Cinderella's misfortune.
Oh, they want the gossip and tea.
And I wouldn't say they're hideous looking. Like, if they got rid of their fine lines, I think they would look alright. So this film's just pretty much saying wrinkles make you look ugly.
Slave, must I beat you again? Please, master, or I didn't mean to.
You slut. Clean the house 5 times over.
But I already—
Shut up. Did I say you can speak? Once you're finished, wipe Lucifer's ass and kiss your sister's feet.
But
Then kneel, begging for forgiveness as they watch you cry. I mean, if Cinderella's in charge of feeding them every day, if she wants, I mean, she can just buy poison. I'm just saying, just pointing out that, you know, she can just poison them and get it over with. Meanwhile, the king crashes out because his son doesn't want any of the hus and settle down because the king really wants grandkids. Meaning, he's crashing out because he wants his son married for his own selfish reasons to have a grandkid. And wait, how did the prince go from being born with blonde hair to then having black hair? His pubes are still blonde.
just die alone.
So the king says screw it, we'll make him find his future wife by inviting all eligible maiden hus to a royal ball. Essentially, he's making a dating app for his own son, but in real life, where he's pretty much gonna have to swipe left or right on every single maiden in the entire kingdom.
Surely he'll pick one of the hus. But sire, what if he's gay? If he's gay, then I'll make him peg you first. Oh, I'm a birdie.
Now, the sister starts singing, and it's just pure torture, as even the cat's convinced this is what soldiers do to prisoners in North Korea.
I'm so bad.
Then the cat hears Cinderella singing, and she sounds like an angel, so no wonder the sisters hate her, bro. She's just practically good at everything.
Oi, you dirty cat. Oh, I'm shipping you to China. Let me teach you a lesson. You don't sheep. Hurrah.
She actually said, I'ma teach you a lesson, meaning she was literally about to beat that kitty up, and I would have loved to seen Cinderella do some animal abuse. That would have been fun to watch. Oh, she gonna beat that pussy up. Anyway, she receives a letter from the king and should have kept the letter to herself instead of telling those hags, but Cinderella's kind, so she doesn't even open it.
You girls, hit Cinderella instead. What? You dirty skank, how dare you? Get out at once. But it says for the chopped hus. I'm chopped, it's mine. No, mine. I'm chopped. Yes, we're all chopped.
And when they read every eligible maiden must attend, Cinderella gets excited hoping she can go as well.
What, you're gonna tell the prince to hold your broom?
And when stepmom learns it's a royal decree and every girl must attend, she allows Cinderella to go if she gets all her chores done. Yo, look at how shocked they are. They know if Cinderella goes, she's gonna mog them both to infinity.
Thank you, master. But if she goes, we don't stand a chance. Like I'll ever let her.
So Cinderella's all excited as she plans on using her mom's dress for the ball, but the three hags purposely order her around so she has no time to prep for the ball. And even the rat slaves know she ain't gonna make it in time, so they decide to help upgrade Cinderella's dress themselves by using their unhygienic, disgusting rat paws.
Hurry, slave, you do as you're bloody told. Yes, master.
Meanwhile, the rats see beads thrown away by the stepsister because she clearly hates them, thinking it looks terrible, so the rats take it to Cinderella because one man's trash is another man's treasure.
And the bird and rat servants get to work.
And when it's 8 p.m., the majestic horsey shows up to pick up the passenger princess hus up.
The horsey's here.
You're not ready?
I'm not going.
Oh, that's terrible. Why not?
I'm gay.
And look how happy they are. Yo, how miserable does your life have to be for you to find happiness from someone else's downfall and misery?
They are the professional haters.
Then Cinderella gaslights herself that the ball ain't all that and it'll be boring and dull.
Having a chance to marry the prince and be rich is stupid. But the birds and rats surprise her ass. And they say, supplies, look how we made this dress with our disgusting paws.
Yo, how does this dress not have bird and rat shit all over it? Then the stepmom and sisters go through and hey, yo, them sisters know how to make it bounce. God damn. I didn't know the stepsisters were built like that. What the hell?
They bounce it like that and they're white.
They were clearly born in the wrong era because they could have been the Kardashians before the Kardashians. Damn.
Wait, isn't it lovely? Watch me twirl, bitch. Oh shit. She can't go. No.
Yeah, you mad hoe? Look how they're fuming with jealousy. Like they're so desperate. They're pulling at their mom's dress like, ref, do something. And also, I noticed that Cinderella's low-key kinda dumb. Like she can't read the room to save her life. Like your stepmom and stepsisters clearly hate you. They clearly hate you so much and you're still just flexing the dress going, isn't it lovely? Like, isn't it pretty? Like you flexing your dress going like, isn't it lovely? Is essentially a dude waving around $1 million to a homeless peasant. It's like, yeah, that's 10 out of 10 rage bait. Like she basically told them, look how pretty I look. Isn't it lovely that you'll never look like me? And because they see how beautiful she is, they do what a lot of girls do when they see a younger, prettier girl that they see as a threat. They act on that hatred and make sure to put her down. So the stepmom points out Cinderella's using her daughter's beads, which triggers the daughters to tear her dress up one piece at a time until she looks like a homeless refugee. Wait, didn't she throw them beads away saying it looks terrible and now she's taking it back? I guess she found out it looks good, it just doesn't look good on her. Girls, she looks better now. So the sisters leave twerking, practically sending the middle finger to Cinderella as a get back for even attempting to look better than them. Bye, bitch. Hit me. I'm just a girl. Anyway, Cinderella says she bar my life, but suddenly the choppy woman show up claiming to be her fairy godmother.
I should have shown up sooner. So why didn't you? I was busy shoving my face with Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme? It made me diabetic.
Oop. Then she does her bibbity bobbity, hippity hoppity, loves to do sodomy, Harry Potter wannabe spell and gives Cinderella her own carriage, her own horses, her own Uber driver, and her own hobbit for entertainment.
But my dress. Girl, you look hideous. Oh, she might low-key be a hater too.
Then she gives Cinderella a whole makeover, making her look like $1 million. So Cinderella starts twirling and flexing, but Godmother warns that once the clock hits midnight, the spell will be undone and she'll look
homeless again.
And Cinderella goes to get her lick back against her caked up sisters and her wrinkly, raggedy-ass stepmom. Wait. She could use her wand to teleport this whole time? Then why not just teleport Cinderella to the ball? Bro, she low-key might be a hater. Meanwhile, at the castle, the prince is doing Tinder in real life, swiping left, saying no to every single girl, and dude is so bored he even starts yawning.
Maybe he is gay. Shh. Waste of sperm.
Then Cinderella pulls up, looking all sparkly, and even the guards can't keep their eyes off of her. And when it's time for the stepsisters to try and impress the prince, dude deadass rolls his eyes like, oh, brother, what am I doing with my life? And when the stepsisters bow, I actually kind of felt bad for them, because dude just sees Cinderella and goes, get the hell out of my way, I'm asking her to dance. Like, imagine spending the entire day getting ready, like putting hours and hours finding the best dress, putting on your makeup, going all the way to the ball, just to see the prince, who won't even look at you, rolls his eyes at you, and then pretty much scoots you out the way like, yo, get out my way. Because he looked at Cinderella once and it was over. Like, I understand that this is clearly karma because they were mean to her, but damn, even a part of me, I was like, yo, I kind of felt bad for him. I'm just saying. Then the king's happy his son found a baby maker, as the king doesn't care about his son or Cinderella's happiness and just wants a grandson all for himself.
Then the two dance. She ain't all that. Yeah. She does remind me of a slave.
And the Grand Duke's like, sorry, no chopped dinosaurs allowed. And as the two dance, I noticed the prince is a lot shorter than I thought. Like, I know she's wearing heels, but damn, I guess he didn't really care much about men being the whole 6 feet thing back in 19... Oh. Never mind. So hype mattered even back in 1950?
Short kings have always been cooked.
And whoa, they gonna kiss after their first encounter, which was less than 3 hours long?
Interesting. Oh wait, it's 12? I gotta go.
Can I get your WeChat?
No.
I don't even know your name.
Well, too late. Wait, do you like girls who look homeless?
What? Of course not.
Then I have to go now.
Wait, let me add you on IG.
Nah.
We can be friends on Roblox. Wait a minute, so dude tried to kiss her when he didn't even know her name? Yeah, Cinderella, no, he's a red flag. Run. Run! If you don't even know her name, then what the hell did y'all even talk about during the hours y'all spent together? So what, you're saying y'all just walked in dead silence for hours and didn't say a single word? Really? Bro, how do you not get her name? So essentially the prince is desperate, begging Cinderella to stay and don't go when you clearly don't even know enough about her and haven't even talked enough to know if you're even compatible. Yeah, it's no wonder there are girls out there that think looks are everything, because this film is clearly saying the prince is going, look, I don't care about your personality, I don't care how compatible we are, look, if you're pretty, I don't even need to know your name. I'm gonna just chase you and chase after you, begging to just make you stay purely based on your looks. And yeah, I don't think that's a right message to send, because looks really are not everything. It's important, but it's not everything. Now the Grand Duke was asleep, so he has no idea what's going on, while the prince gets stopped by a line of girls begging to get picked. You know, it's scenes like this that makes me realize if you're a man with prince-like qualities, you are the prize. And just how every girl in the entire kingdom wants to get picked by the prince. If you're tall, good-looking, rich, and have the highest status and have the ability to transform a girl's life 180 completely for the better, then you are in fact the prize. So to any guy listening or watching, instead of like chasing girls or spending your whole life, investing in girls, chasing girls, focus on yourself, work on yourself, increase your value, your status, your appearance, looks max, do whatever you gotta do. And eventually, yeah, sure, you might not have every girl chasing after you, but eventually someone will come along who will recognize your worth and value and will want to stick with you. So instead of chasing, focus on yourself. Anyway, Cinderella loses one of her glass slippers like a clumsy wumsy as the Grand Duke picks it up, and as she leaves the castle, the Duke tries his best to chase after her, but thanks to the spell being undone, she goes back to looking homeless. And because she becomes unrecognizable, she gets away.
I'm in love and don't know his name either.
And we learn the glass slipper didn't disappear. So Fairy Godmother has the ability to make things not disappear after midnight, clearly from the glass slippers. So if she really wanted to, she could make her whole outfit, her whole everything not disappear, but chose to put a time limit anyway. That Fairy Godmother low-key a hater, bro, I'm telling you. But Cinderella, being the kind soul that she is, thanks to Godmother for the opportunity anyway. Now, the king be dreaming about having grandkids that have blonde hair and blue eyes in his sleep, but then he wakes up and is told the mystery girl got away.
Told you he wasn't gay. But sire, she left his ass.
What? You useless, worthless
homo.
So the king crashes out because he won't get his blonde, blue-eyed grandkids, but when he's told the prince won't rest until he finds the girl who fits the glass slipper, the king switches up and orders the Grand Duke to make every girl in the kingdom try the glass slipper until they find a match.
So a royal decree goes out and a stepmom go crazy. Good morning. You make me realize I'm wrinkly.
Girl, wake your ass up.
Chop, Ginger, get up. What the fuck? For once in your privileged lives, lock in. Why? We rich.
Then Cinderella drops the teacups, and I reckon she did it on purpose to continue eavesdropping as the film continues to consistently show the sisters' ass cheeks. Then stepmom says the girl that fits the glass slipper will become the prince's bride, and even the sisters can't keep it together and go cray-cray too. Bro, I'm convinced the sisters are just there for comedic effect, cause what is this? What is this? How does one even pull off this pose? Like deadass looking like a toad trying to take a shit. Meanwhile, Cinderella still can't read the room and shows how happy she is. Girl, haven't you realized that every time you show even an ounce of happiness, your stepfamily does whatever it takes to crush you and take that away from you? Like, haven't you learned your lesson? Like, please, like, learn to do like a poker face or just play dumb for a couple of hours or something. Like, really? You're just gonna go, no, I'm gonna show how happy I am right in front of them and nothing bad's gonna ever happen because that's never happened to me. Really?
The hell you look so happy, slave? Oh, yeah. Clean your own shit. That's skank. I want mommy milk. Quiet.
So I guess Cinderella is kinda dumb, dancing and singing the same song played at the ball right in front of savages that want to find any reason they can to hurt her and make her miserable. And stepmom pretty much realizes it was Cinderella that danced with the prince, so she locks her stupid ass to make sure she cannot try on the glass slipper. Man, Cinderella, why you gotta celebrate too early? Like, you couldn't just play dumb for a couple more hours and then try the slipper and become the prince's bride? Man, this is just a tale as old as time. Girls hating on another girl for being younger and prettier, just like Snow White and the Queen. Now the stepsisters keep bouncing ass, and when the Grand Duke arrives, the sisters showcase their prettiest selves.
Ooh, yes, you're chopped.
Yo, that reaction is crazy. Do you know how chopped you gotta be for even a chopped man to react like that? Bro, if I'm Anastasia, we throwing hands, bro. And when the glass slip is revealed, the sisters go feral and display no self-control and fight over who goes first when they both get a turn anyway.
Oh, A+ parenting.
Then the rats come in clutch as they go ahead and try steal the key that opens Cinderella's prison room. But the stepmom checks if her keys are still inside and pats her pocket, and wouldn't patting her pocket clearly let her know that there's a living rodent inside her clothes? How does she not feel that rat in her pocket? Anyway, Anastasia is the first to try on the slipper. It's perfect. Well, damn, how short is Cinderella? And if Cinderella isn't short, why is her feet tiny as hell? You know, in an alternate universe somewhere, Cinderella is living in 2026 selling feet pics because she can't pay the rent. Anyway, the rats eventually steal the key, and we pretty much learn that Cinderella does have quite a lot of help from this film, like the rats making the dress, fairy godmother helping her get to the ball, and the rats stealing the keys to save her. And similar to the recent Snow White film, if Cinderella was made in 2026, the rats ain't helping her, she's making the dress herself, she's stealing the keys, she's beating up the sisters for talking shit. Fairy godmother is going to be trans and Cinderella is going to be black. And by the time the rats arrive, Lucifer gets the big one because he got more meat on him, and Cinderella says screw it, telling the birds to get that dog on that kitty ass. So the shoe won't fit on Anastasia and it won't fit Drizella either, as the dog goes after the pussy and gives Lucifer the karma he deserves. And as the Grand Duke gets ready to leave, the rats free Cinderella.
Are you sure there's no fine shits in this house? No, sir, just Chop.
Oh.
Wait, fine shits here, your grace.
And look at their faces. They know it's
Game over.
oh please, she's a slave.
Get your wrinkly hands out of my way.
And when Cinderella finally gets to try it on, this hating-ass stepmom purposely trips the servant, which shatters the glass slipper.
Oh no.
Grown-ass man crying over a slipper. Really wish the film showed the stepsisters' reaction as well when they find out Cinderella is pretty much going to be the queen. But nope, it's nowhere to be found as they only showed the stepmoms. Bummer. And what's funny is all the rats celebrate like, yay, we rich, as if helping Cinderella was some sort of like long-term investment. Yo, how funny would it be if the rats are like, we rich, and Cinderella's like, we? You mean I'm rich? You think I'm married the prince to live in a castle just to sleep with some bum-ass rats every night? Hell nah, bye! So the glass slipper fits and she gets married immediately, making the prince worse than Anna from Frozen for trying to marry a girl when he didn't even know her name. And this scene was kinda weird, so the king starts blushing over Cinderella, so does that mean the king finds Cinderella attractive too? That's a little odd. And the prince doesn't say another word in the film, as he should because it's not his movie. And we see a clear film error mistake where the prince is next to her in this shot, but in the next shot he's nowhere to be found. Wow, he already left for the milk before he even had kids. Then the rats are seen wearing nicer clothes, which I'm assuming that's the film saying that they are living a better life now as the newlywed couple kiss as they live happily ever after. Allegedly. Now, I'ma just say this. This film makes it out like appearance is everything when it really is not. Now, don't get me wrong. appearance is very important. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, no, appearance doesn't matter and it's all about personality. No, they both matter. They're both equally important. I'll say appearance is what makes you drawn to a person, but it's personality that makes you either stay or leave. So they're both equally important. So it's true, without appearance, you're not gonna have enough interest to get to know that person, but without personality, that relationship's never gonna last. So they're both equally important. Now there's an upcoming animation film called Steps that's gonna be released by Netflix, and it's essentially the Cinderella stepsister's point of view. That's the film where it's about like how they like misunderstood, they're not really evil, whatever. Like when that news was announced, that's what got me interested in watching this film again, to cover it and to, review it. So obviously I'll cover Steps once it comes out. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy this video, you enjoy the voiceovers, and that this film wasn't too old of a film to cover. But yeah, if the views are crap, I'll get the message and I'll be like, all right, you guys don't really like super old films. I'll get it. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the voiceovers at least. Thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy KC. And yeah, till next time.